Hello YouTube, I just fist bumped you right there. I'd just like to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever else holiday shows up at this time. And yeah, sorry for the hand cam. I haven't thought of a better way to really deal with that yet. But I'd like to show you something. You see that on my shoulder? That's a Joe Rocket symbol, which means I have a new to me Joe Rocket jacket. It's supposedly better than my other armor, the old TMS armor that Advrider uses as well. And let me just tell you, it feels pretty comfortable, especially in this cold weather. I do live in Florida, so it's about in the 50s here and there. It's not super cold, but it's still cold. Let's see if I can't introduce you to the new jacket. It's got a removable outer liner. It doesn't have the thermal layer because I got it used. But thank you to that guy from advrider who sold me this jacket for cheap, 45 bucks, including shipping. How awesome is that? And sorry if I keep looking away. The screen is a little bit to the side of the lens right there. But I'd like to show you what else I have. I have new, can you see that? Maybe I have to lift it up. There we go. New knee pads right there. Those are just BS knee pads from Home Depot, but I'd rather have something than nothing because my old knee pads destroyed themselves horrifically. And yeah, so the way I stay warm in this cold weather would be, and this is if you don't have winter gear, which I don't because I live here most of the time. And winter gear for me consists of taking my pajama pants, right, tucking them into my boots, and then putting my regular pants over them to insulate, right? And this can work for you guys. Let's say you're stuck out somewhere, you didn't expect it to be cold, and then you don't have thermal gear. Something else you can do is throw on your rain gear. That adds a little bit of extra warmth. I got some new toys for the bike too, so I'd like to show you guys that later, including rain gear. And let's say you don't have enough insulation still. Take a trash bag, cut a hole in the top part of it, cut a hole in one side, cut a hole in the other side so you can put it on like a poncho. Your head goes through the top, your arms go through the side, obviously. And then you wear that underneath your regular t-shirt like a vest, and that helps cut the wind. And if all else fails, just buy some cheapo sweat clothes from Walmart or wherever. Take your leather jacket or some sort of jacket that cuts the wind like a rain gear type jacket, and use that as insulation until you can get the proper gear to wherever you're going. Super simple, right? And for me, I've actually resorted to, let's see if you can see that, using two different sets of gloves. I got my baseball gloves right here that I used to use the touchscreen on my phone and stuff. And then I got my regular yellow mechanics gloves just to add a little bit of an extra layer right there. So that's how I keep warm for the holidays. And let me tell you something, I met a homeless woman right when I was leaving Home Depot a few minutes ago. And I literally reached into my wallet and gave her $20. I'm not looking for recognition or praise or anything like that, but I want you guys to take a measly $20 out of your pocket and go donate to some poor person out there, okay? Or let's say you don't have $20, right? Donate a piece of gear, because homeless people can use that. People keep trying to give them food, and my whole theory about the food thing is like, let's say you're a homeless person and you spend your last little bit of money on your meal because you needed food for the night, right? And let's say some other person just came up and then gave you a sandwich and a drink and whatever, and now you just spent your last little bit of money on food that you could have used on getting gear to survive, but instead you spent it on food, and then now you're broker than you were before. You see what I'm saying with this whole people donating food thing? Sometimes they don't need food. They might have a store of food already. What they really could use is gear, because tarps rip, tents rip, backpacks might not be good. And I know as motorcycle riders, we do have gear in our garage lying around someplace. I donated my $20, but let's say you don't have $20, donate a piece of your old gear to a homeless person. They could definitely use that, especially tarps, warmth, lighters, anything like that for the winter. And that's my message of good deeds for the holidays, guys. Go out and do that.